Hi, and welcome back to Making All the Plans. This is the third and final video in my Q2 planning series where I take everything I've outlined so far, including my goals and projects, and break them down into actionable tasks. If you missed the first two videos where I reflected on the past quarter, set my goals, and mapped out my available time, I'll have them linked in the description box below so you can catch up. This step is where planning really starts to feel doable. Big goals can be exciting, but also overwhelming if you don't have a clear roadmap. In this video, I'll walk you through how I take my broad goals and break them down into manageable steps, tasks that fit into my schedule and help me stay on track without feeling like I'm constantly playing catch up. Let's get started. So in front of me, I have my Loistrum, which is where I keep all of my HB90 plans. I have a bunch of 2x2 super sticky Post-it notes. I have a stencil from Happy Planner that has these boxes on it that I like to be able to break the bigger tasks down into tasks that I can check off as I go along. I have an erasable pen and a non-erasable pen. And I use that same stencil as a straight edge as I'm making my lines. Yes, I could print these out on a printer. I could use a stamp. There are other ways of doing this, but this method works for me and I feel like it's fairly quick. Using the two lines as a guide on the stencil, I line one up against the bottom of the Post-it and then I draw in the next one. And then I leave one gap of boxes, and then the top line, I go ahead and write in the boxes and draw in the line above it. The short title goes at the top of the Post-it. Then each box gets a letter, and those letters stands for scripting, videoing, editing, scheduling, and then watch and like. And then at the bottom of the Post-it note, I write the date that I want to publish the video onto YouTube. If you're working alongside of me today, I will go ahead and drop in some lo-fi chill music so that you can continue working alongside of me, and I will pop back in when we finish writing out all of the Making All the Plans videos. I am writing out all of my videos in reverse chronological order so that I can just pull the ones from the top and work my way down the left list, and then I'll move over to the right list to finish off the month. I do only write 1 month of post-its for making all the plans because I do tend to change videos up and shift things around as time permits, or if I change my mind on which video I want to post when. My goal is to average 4 videos per week, so I have 19 videos sketched out for the month. Now I'm going to move on to making the post-it notes for my weekly reset, checking in on comments, and posting to Instagram. I will be using the green, the yellow, and the lighter teal color to denote these 3 different areas for each week. I am writing these post-it notes in reverse chronological order as well, and I'm keeping them grouped by the week that they will be completed in. Once I finish these post-it notes, I will start working on my making all the plans admin tasks. And in order to do that, I am going to go ahead and cut these post-it notes in half. So they're now 2 by 1, and I'm only using the sticky side of the super sticky post-it note so that as I move these around, they don't lose their stickiness and they will continue to stick no matter how many times I move them around. Once I finish my making all the plans tasks for the month ahead, I will go ahead and add a title to this page, and then I will move on to my home tasks for the quarter. If you missed my last video, I did mention that my personal tasks will not necessarily be tasks that I will move post-it notes for, but instead they will be kept in my planner as habit trackers. And we will try that out for at least the next month and see if that works a little bit better than having those individual tasks that don't necessarily make much sense for my personal goals. But let's go ahead and get started on those home goals. As I was looking through my home projects and trying to figure out how I was going to break these down into tasks, I did start with the biggest project of the quarter, which is cleaning out our basement. And I wanted to make sure that it all fit on one page, so I did go ahead and cut all of my post-it notes down for both the basement and all of the other tasks that I'm planning on doing for my projects. And it was just easier for me to cut them all down and put them into my notebook and then write down the tasks that I had in my mind. So, on the easier side of things, these green post-it notes are for our driveway. And we do need to pick a contractor, get approval from the city, and get approval from the HOA. So, I'm hoping to at least have everything lined up to get done this quarter, and then maybe the actual work not get done till next quarter, but I really want to get that in order. The exterior of our house needs pressure wash. That's the orange. And then the purple is all about cleaning up the flower beds, replacing the bushes, and mulching. The blue is to hook up hoses. That at least is an easy one. The yellow is to plant the vegetable garden, and the pink is to clean the deck. So these are the smaller tasks. The bigger tasks, of course, are on the left side, and that is cleaning up the basement. So I broke the basement down into 11 sections. I don't have it in front of me, but I did draw out the basement and zone it off into 11 sections so that I can go down and tackle it in bite-sized pieces. The other things that we will be doing are renting a dumpster, finding a solution for the sump pump, and cleaning out the deep freeze. And with that, my Q2 planning process is complete. By breaking my goals into specific tasks, I now have a clear plan for the quarter ahead, one that's realistic, structured, and flexible enough to adjust as needed. If you've been planning alongside of me, I hope this series has helped you feel more confident and in control of your own goals for the quarter ahead. Let me know in the comments what's one task you're tackling first to start making progress towards your goals. If you found this series helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss future planning content. I'll be sharing more behind the scenes updates, productivity tips, and real life planning strategies to help you stay on track. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.